I'm on a quest to try and find the critically endangered Deccan sea foca, and while I'm at it, I might as well explore the national park. Okay, here we go. In this video, I'm going to show you how I got there and what it was like. I'm leaving today. I'm going on vacation. I'm so excited. It is 5:05 a.m. For the first leg of my trip, I had to leave the lodge I work at in Maswalo, which is about an hour boat ride, 30-minute drive to the airport. We hopped on this Cessna Caravan, which was the first time I ever flew on one. From there, we flew about an hour and a half back to the capital city of Madagascar in Antananarivo. I just arrived in Antananarivo. I haven't been here since mid-April. I'm staying at a hotel called Nosy Manga, which is right next to the airport. This is a pretty new hotel. It's nice, and the food is pretty good too. I can't believe I'm doing this. Tomorrow I'm going to Morondava by plane. I'm gonna go by Saradia, which is the national Madagascar flight. I bought my tickets today at the airport when I landed. This trip was so last minute. It's kind of crazy. I didn't know I would have these vacation days until 3 days ago. I'm also nursing a cold right now, but I've been drinking so much ginger tea at this hotel, and they gave it to me super strong tonight because I told them I had a cold. So that is actually helping me. Anyway, I'm going to be spending a lot of my vacation traveling and 2 full days to explore Tsingy, which should be enough. I'm really glad I'm going in June because it's winter. I wouldn't want to go at the end of the year when it's like hot as balls. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna turn off these lights. And you know what? I also need to figure out where I'm staying tomorrow because I'm gonna stay the night in Morondava and then we leave the next day. I just talked to my driver whose name is Dada. Okay, bye. So I'm staying at Chez Maggie. This is it. It's so cute. And I'm sleeping up there. Tell you what, I will probably be spending a lot of the day here reading. I might just sleep here. Oh my god, I just woke up. I haven't had a nap like that in a long time. Y'all meet my landlord. It's 4:30 a.m. We're gonna go and see the sunrise at the Alley de Baobabs. I've seen the sunset there before and it's really nice. I look ridiculous, but that's okay. But it's gonna be 12 hours on the road today. I think it's gonna be a hot and dusty drive. Literally yesterday was the winter solstice here. That's right, it was a rare full moon winter solstice and I got to see the moon set as the sun rose at the Alley de Baobabs. If you don't like crowds, come here during sunrise. Yep, sun's coming up. Then we began our full day road trip, 200-kilometer, 12-hour drive. We approached our first ferry river crossing after about 4 to 5 hours. Now we're just waiting for another car to show up before we can go across the river on this ferry. And the ferries here are kind of expensive. It's like 200,000 for 2 ferries one way, 2 ferries the other way. But it's the only way. It's a little dusty, so we had to close the windows. I'm gonna put my hair up. It's been an hour now. We're just sitting on this ferry and it hasn't moved. And we've watched like 3 other ferries go by. What's happening? All right, we're leaving now. We finally filled the ferry up with cars. I just feel like really crammed right now. There's so many of us on here. I'm just staying in the car. my god, after the ferry we stopped by the best restaurant. And then we continued for about another 4 hours until our last river crossing right before the town we needed to get to, which didn't take as long, I was really grateful for. By sunset, we finally made it to
Bekupaka,
the entry town to get to
Tsingy de Bemara.
There are a few nice hotels to choose from. I chose Soleil de Tsingy, which is the fanciest hotel. It's the farthest up the hill. It's nice views. It has a pool. The food is good. And the infrastructure is really nice. So I'll give you a little room tour. Thank you so much. All right, let's go check out the room. Okay, the light is over here. Ooh, this is so nice. Love the couch. This is so bougie. Okay. I am so dirty. So dirty. This is so nice. Wow. What's in here? Alright. Oh man. The forest is right here. I really need a shower. I should probably close these curtains. I mean, this sunset is just incredible. The food here was so good. It was 3-course meals, fresh vegetables. They even offered picnics for my national park visits. It's 6 a.m. It's still very dark outside because we're gonna leave in an hour to go to the national park. I can see the full moon right here. It's setting. So into the moon right now. My driver took me through town. We went to the national park office where I was assigned a guide. They picked out some climbing harnesses for us, which is the first national park in Madagascar I've seen with this kind of gear. I got my park tickets and got back in the car with the guide for about an hour to the park entrance. We got to the park entrance and put on our harnesses and walked through some grasslands, and then we entered into the forest. And the first animal we saw was this red-tailed sportive lemur. My main goal here is to find the sifaka. Fingers crossed we see it today. My guide just went off looking for them on one trail. No sign of the sifakas yet. Then it started to get serious, and we were climbing up ladders and clipping on our harnesses to the ropes, which were attached to the rocks. It's a long fall down. This little baby iguana eating flowers was one of the cutest wildlife sightings I saw.
yummy.
Shortly after that, we made it to the suspension bridge, which everyone takes pictures at. We went through a couple little caves and then ran into this forest rock thrush, which is endemic to the region, and it was not shy at all, and I started talking to it and it actually flew closer. So we spent a good moment with this bird. Shortly after that, we found a group of very shy brown lemurs. Alright, we've seen everything but the sifaka. And finally, right where we had started, right when we were about to give up for the day, my guide found a family of sifakas, and they were low to the ground, they were easy to see, and they were grooming each other. One of them even had a baby with them. Look at that, you can see the little head poking out of the mom there. Oh, and then this guy, he came down the tree right in front of us, so I got the best view. He was literally like 5 feet away from me at one point. today we're going to the gorge and the little Tsingy. We're gonna see how that is. So this is where we're going. We're going on this canoe. I highly recommend bringing sunscreen on this trip because even if it's winter, the sun is strong and it's warm. Boom. Oh my god. It's really warm in this cavern. Ooh, stalactites. Why? Alright, I made it. It reminds me of when I was a kid playing on playgrounds and exploring. And to our surprise, we got to see the sea phoccas again. It was really cool to see them 2 days in a row. Tonight we'll do a night walk. On my final night here, I went on a night walk around the park office. We spotted some mouse lemurs and chameleons, and the stargazing was actually really good. After 2 days of exploring this area, it was already time to head back and do the 12-hour drive back to Morondava. I was so happy to get back to Morondava and see the sunset over the Mozambique Channel, and I also got to see my good friend Harry from Ranamafana, where I used to live. I stayed at Shemagi one more night because my flight from Morondava to Antananarivo was the next morning, and then I had another flight back to Maswala the day after that to go back to work, so it was a whole big thing. Wow, what a whirlwind trip. I can finally say I have seen all 9 sea phoca species, and I've seen another national park in Madagascar.